I'm Lynn Urbani, Director of House Policy for Speaker Joseph Shikarchi. As you are aware, each of you have been actually appointed to serve on this commission at the behest of the Rhode Island General Assembly. I'd like to begin by confirming that you are all here of your own will and that you agree to serve on this commission to carry out the purpose of the bill, which Chair Williams will be reading from shortly. So if I could have a head nod that everyone is here of their own will, I appreciate that. Thank you for confirming that. And the purpose is to make a study and provide recommendations on the health and safety impact of revising laws related to commercial sexual activity, identifying the methods of human trafficking and exploitation to develop strategies to reduce these activities. The Commission is expected to report back to the House of Representatives on or before May of 2023, and the expiration of the Commission is June 30th of 2023. The first order of business is to nominate the chair, and as such, I would entertain a motion to nominate the chair of this said commission. Do I hear any? Dr. Chan?
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to nominate Representative Williams to be chair of the commission.
And do I hear a second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor? Aye, very good. Any opposed? Thank you. Very good. I will turn it over to the chair, and we can actually do a roll call, and we look forward to receiving the good work of this commission. Thank you, each and every one of you, for being here today.
Thank you, Ms. Urbani, and welcome, everybody. I am so delighted to be here with you. Some of you have not served on committees or commissions, but I know you come with a plethora of information for it. My goal is to not only provide the best report the state has ever received, but the close to the best, because we have a lot of intelligent people on here with coming and bringing their A game, and I like that and appreciate it as well. So at this time, I would like to start from my left. Everybody to introduce themselves so that you can get familiar with the name and the face, and so that we can take it from there. Thank you.
Been a while. My name is Mike DeLauro. I'm an assistant public defender and have been since March the 2nd, 1981.
How do you do? My name is Jocelyn Foy. I'm the Executive Director of the Woman Project.
Good afternoon. My name is Phil Chan. I'm a physician working with the Rhode Island Department of Health.
Hi, my name is Jaylee Oshiro Brantley. I am a longtime sex worker and an advocate with the Erotic Laborers Alliance of New England.
I'm Robin Lindy. I'm representing Amnesty International.
I'm Lily Pickett. I'm the designee for Professor Elena Shee from the Center for the Study of Slavery and Justice at Brown University.
Hi, I'm Bella Robinson. I'm the Executive Director of Coyote, Rhode Island, and a sex worker.
Hi, my name is Justice Gaines. I'm the Career Justice Director at Providence Youth Student Movement Prison.
Good afternoon. I'm Kate Sabatini. I'm with the Office of the Attorney General. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Sid Waddell. I'm the Executive Director of the Rhode Island Police Chiefs Association.
Thank you very much. At this particular time, we have a member that is absent, but very welcome, so hope everything is okay with her at this time. Lynn, would you introduce yourself again and the gentleman next to you so that we can have it for the record again, please?
My name is Lynn Urbani, and I'm the Director of House Policy here for the House of Representatives, and on behalf of Speaker Joseph Shikarchi. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Michael Hogan. I work with Lynn in the House Policy Office.
Thank you very much. I also want to share with you all that the intent and the purpose of this commission is to educate, and it's not going to, for at least for myself and hope for everybody in attendance, that it's not going to be a one-way street. I believe that there's always a two-way, and that you're never too seasoned, I won't use the word old, seasoned to learn something new. So it's to educate the general public about the real reality and to dismiss the assumptions of what is believed is out there opposed to what it actually is. So again, I welcome and I thank all of you to agreeing to take part in this great commission that we have. I know we are going to do well. I also would like to inform everybody that I am hoping and looking forward to everybody having a actual part, a nickel in this quarter, and I mean it literally. So collect your little change, because I'm going to be chin-chin collecting. There is a lot of information that I am sure that you all have, real-life experiences that you can bring to the table. And I'm wanting to be very, very open, very transparent, and very honest about the work that we're embarking on. I'm looking forward to the audience that are participating on the outside. I want them to be aware that any information that they would like to share, to feel comfortable to contact myself, Lynn O'Bonney's office, and or any member that's on here to provide their insight as well. So I am open to any other additional information they may have that they would like to share. So I'm definitely welcoming that as well. So this is an organizational meeting. The plan is to have once a month. We are a month upon the holiday season. And and as much as we're restricted and limited to where we can go and what we can do and whom we can do it with, we're still going to be busy. So we have plenty time to accomplish plenty good thing on this commission. So I don't want anybody to feel rushed, but I want everybody to understand and know that I'm looking forward, I'm expecting your participation in whatever level you're comfortable in giving. Once a month, I think, would be appropriate because everybody has a lot of things to do. And again, my plan is the next meeting will be set. I will make sure, Lynn will make sure that you have the agenda ahead of time so that you could be aware of what the plan or next steps are. This is going to be a very open but moving commission. If you have any suggestions, please know that I am willing to take it, but please give me the courtesy of taking the lead in the first few meetings because we have some plans that I want everybody to get familiar with before embarking on other additional work. If there are any questions from anyone at the commission, I will entertain them now. Now this is going to be a real good, oh, quiet. So are you sure? Think about it. Or if you have something that you would like to share. Bella?
Yes, Rep. Williams, I have a question. Would we be able to provide committee members with like a packet of information?
If that's the question that you asked me,
Yeah, so they can review it in between
No.
sessions? No? Okay.
no. You had asked me that, okay, and I gave you a response to that. So I just said I would greatly appreciate the patience or the opportunity to present to you for the next few meetings what I have planned before, but I welcome, but not to supersede what is already in motion. But definitely, I want to hear from everybody. Joyce?
So from the legal standpoint, if there's a difficulty in attending one meeting, is there an appropriate way to send a member of my organization on my behalf if need be? It's okay if not too.
I would prefer, but I would not say no that there can't be someone else to come in and stay in your steadfast. Sid, you're gonna hang with us though, right? Thank you. Any other suggestions? This is really a quickie. Know that our meetings are going to be planned for at least an hour, hour and a half max. Look at this one, we're almost like 15 minutes and we're done, but just plan on it being at least, at the minimum, somewhat of what we have now, but maximum being an hour and a half, if that works for everybody. Justice?
Yes. Are any of the meetings, or is there a specific schedule for meetings being public, or are we expected not that these meetings won't become public?
Well, at this moment, because of the restriction, we will just have them televised. They can communicate in that form, in that sense, but not in person, just us right now. That's correct, right, Lynn? And please don't feel intimidated or concerned that I'm the chair. I want to make sure that we're all aware that we're all equal here. Nothing else? Come on now, come on. This is sweet. Well, hearing no other concerns, I guess. No more anything until the next time, right? I'm cool with it.
I'll make one comment. I'll just thank everyone for your time here and thank you for spearheading this effort as well. I will say, just as we talk about this, one thing as I was reading the bill, just that I'd be curious about if anyone here has any info on, would just be some of the data on the statistics. So I think especially as we start talking about things like human trafficking, is to understand the scope of the problem, because I have no idea. I've done a little bit of research to try to get to the bottom of it in the past. I know that a lot of these populations don't have great attention, don't have great data. I know part of the reason why we're here is to draw attention to some of these problems, but I think as we as a group could think about how we can get a handle on the scope of the problem, and that comes, has to do with data. So that's just one thought, just to challenge some of the folks here as we work through some of these problems.
Yes.
Thank you.
Knowing that, as you brought out, thank you very, very much, because the fact of the matter is transparency. There is a ton of data that has been available for years. And in fact, Bella, she's the human data person collector, so she will provide anyone who wants it. I'm sure she'll probably give you a packet if you'd like to carry it with you right now. So trust and believe. Data is not something we're lacking on the fact, but definitely on the agenda moving forward. There's plenty of it. And I hope, seeing that you brought it up, and I thank you, that you will definitely delve into it, because there's a lot of stuff that some people know and choose to ignore it, kind of. Some folks are afraid to talk about it. It's almost like to say, they may want to be looked at as prudes, but my question is, who don't like sex? Hello. So that's okay, whatever floats your boat, but at the same time, it's a reality, and it's a definitely stress reliever, and it takes care of a lot of problems. So there's data, we're gonna provide it, and just hope that nobody is too squirmish or too self-righteous to not want to listen to the real conversation. We just need to get comfortable being uncomfortable, because here we come.
Yeah, if I can piggyback off of that too, I think particularly for this commission, it'll be very interesting, and I think we'll have to become very comfortable with the language around sex work. Reading sort of reading the resolution, it seems like, the House wasn't necessarily all that comfortable with the language of sex work. It's almost barely says sex. And I think that's something that will have to change. I don't think we can tackle this issue if we're afraid of language or if we're trying to pacify or trying to deal with this issue using words that don't actually address what we're talking about. And so I think for a public testimony, it's going to be very important that we all start to get comfortable with actually talking about the issues in our society and not hiding behind language that seems more appropriate or more innocent. And that's especially true when it comes to the fact that we're dealing with populations, women, trans folks, queer folks, people of color, who often don't get to see themselves reflected in the language used in many of these spaces.
Thank you, Justice.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So, reading over the resolution, my attention is drawn. I'm sorry, it's the lawyer in me. I've been one a long time. On the second page, lines 23 through 27, there are literally thousands of issues that are suggested by that language, and I think it would be a little bit helpful to have some fleshing out of the specific issues that we're going to be asked to address. My friend Chief Wardell, sitting in front of me, likes to say we need to get a little bit more granular when it comes to these things. And speaking for myself, that would be really helpful to have some specifics, because it would be helpful.
And that's why you're here, to provide the suggestion that you would see fit, that needs to be, clearer than what it is right now. So at least we got a dialogue going on. Anyone else?
I have just one question. Sorry, I'm gonna figure this out. I just had one question too. I also just wondered if we were also going to just make sure that as we're talking about people in the sex industry, we're also talking about not just sex workers, but also clients of sex workers and folks that are also impacted, partners of sex workers as well, that are also impacted by criminality and these kinds of things potentially. Not talking about exploiters, but also people that are also impacted by laws that that affect sex work as well. I just wanted to be mindful of that, because sometimes people just see sex work and they just think about sex workers, but there are also other people that get caught up in the criminal legal system. Just wanted to be mindful of that.
Excellent point. It's all on the table. We're not overlooking anything to conveniently satisfy a particular sector of folks, but it all meshes together. Sex workers, trafficking, exploitation of individuals. It's all on the table with this commission. Anyone else? Good. So we got the notes of the discussions, the possibility, the inputs, your homeworks. I see my friend over there. He hasn't stopped writing since he spoke. Right on.
Well, that's because I tend to forget them if I don't write it down. That's the only reason, Rep. But thank you.
Yes. So you all can exchange information if you would like to communicate with each other too. That'll be another way of keeping everything nice and fresh. Because like I said, it's going to be once a month. If you feel it's necessary for twice a month, talk about it. But at this point, I think what will work is the once a month right now, because this is a very important commission, and we need to make sure that the information that is being disseminated out there is not only actual, factual, it's the real deal. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. I want the I's dotted and the T's crossed So we're going to do it, and we're going to do it together. Any other questions? Hearing none, I thank you all for being here, taking part. I am available if there are any questions, suggestions, and like everybody, have a great day. I'll entertain an motion for adjournment.
Motion to adjourn?
Thank you.